Hello again, YouTube. It's Skylar. Welcome back to my face. I am back for my 21-month update on my estrogen HRT. And I know I skipped the last update last month only because I have a lot going on. Good things, of course. For those of you who know me personally that are watching this video, you already know how awesome my life is getting. So I will just say to all of my fans out there that Skylar's life is improving vastly, exponentially all the time. So without going too much detail on that, because I want to get into the specifics of the video today, as always, I am joined by my friend, my little Nova here. He's a bearded dragon. He's a sweet, see, he hears me. So what have I noticed now that I'm approaching the 2-year mark on my HRT? Actually quite a lot. I think my hair growth has been the most significant thing that I've noticed. It's grown exponentially and filled in completely. And I think a lot of that also has to do with my orchiectomy procedure that I got last October. I made a video on that if you want to check that out. And basically what that did was the surgery was to remove the male glands that produce testosterone, thereby stopping basically all testosterone production in my body. And because of this, testosterone's effect no longer has any effect on my body, essentially outside of my adrenal glands, which is the barest minimum amount of testosterone production that even cisgender women obviously produce testosterone as well. So because of that, it's twofold. So because my body's not producing testosterone anymore to any significant degree, testosterone is not competing with the estrogen anymore. So the estrogen levels are able to stabilize now, which means that they can have a more pronounced effect as I continue going through the rest of my transition. And because of that, one of the major things that I've noticed other than my hair has been my skin. My skin is extremely soft and very, very hydrated and healthy. The skin on my face is super soft. Obviously, I'm almost done with my laser hair removal treatment. I still need to finish up with electrolysis to remove any of the rogue light hairs that are still on my face, but they're not visible unless I'm not wearing makeup and you're looking really close under a bright light. So at this point, unless you're me, which you're not, because only I'm me, I can see what little tiny bit of facial hair is still left on my face that needs to be removed. But from another person's perspective, you can just see that it's basically already gone. So that's exciting because that's really expensive. So that'll save me a lot of money in the long run, no longer having to get those procedures done anymore on my face. One of the definite things that I've noticed, it's okay, has been my emotional changes with HRT over the past couple months here. I have become way more emotional. I know I've said this multiple times in other updates, but it's getting to the point now where I feel more than anything else. So I interpret any situation that I encounter now from a more emotional perspective and more heavily relying on my emotional intelligence, which is now starting to mature more. Because before, and it's not to say that cisgender men don't have emotional intelligence or aren't emotional people, but from my perspective, going through this process, estrogen has made me more emotionally aware than I was prior to my transition. So that's all I'm going to say on that point. I'm not trying to be biased and say that all men are just unemotional, because that's not true. All humans are emotional. But just from my own personal experience, I have become a way more emotionally driven person because of my HRT, and that is very pronounced in my everyday life. So those are just some of the things that I've recently noticed since the last time that I've made my last HRT update. So I'm looking forward to making them in the future. Again, I told you in a previous video that I kind of wanted to go in a different direction with my channel, but that said, I didn't want to completely abandon the bread and butter of what I started this channel for, which was to help educate people on transgender issues. And I think I've done a fairly good job of that over the past year and a half on my channel. So I will continue to make videos about my transition going forward, of course, in between making other videos about other things. And again, I apologize for my absence lately, just because I've had so much going on in my life. And YouTube, because if you haven't found out already, has demonetized the smaller channels on YouTube because reasons. So until I have a substantially large following, YouTube will most certainly not be my part-time job. So I have less of an incentive to create daily content because I'm not really getting anything out of it. So until that time, just know that I am still continuing to work on projects for uploading, but because I have so much going on right now, it's not the main focus of my life. So little by little, but I just wanted to make this video today because I know that my HRT updates are definitely some of the most popular videos on my channel, so I definitely didn't want to leave everybody hanging, and I try really hard not to skip months. And again, I apologize for not making the 20-month update, but I mean, in the span of 30 days, there's not really a whole lot that changes, so a 2-month span is a better assessment of physiological and emotional changes as far as my HRT is concerned. So I will try to get my next update next month in June. But until then, I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my videos for more amazing content, of course, so that me and Nova here can have more video time. Which, I don't know if you saw him in the last video, but he is getting ginormous. I mean, I think in the last video that he was in, he was about half this size, and yeah, he's getting pretty big. So he's my little pal. But until next time, have a wonderful day. Bye.